Would you like to learn a brand new and innovative way to invest your extra money that has a low barrier to entry and low competition? What if I told you that it is a guaranteed method to get up to 18 to 20% return on your investment? Tax lien and deed purchasing is the only way to get into the real estate market through the back door. No credit and no loans needed. This method isn't commonly taught, and therefore the competition is very low, for now. Put together a 14-hour info-packed course which will teach you everything you'll need to know to get started. Learn at your own pace, step-by-step guided video and aids to start you on the TLC deed investment process. The course offers many learning tools for new investors, helping ensure you safely invest in tax liens and deeds. Contact us today and join the buyback team.
All right. Welcome to Secure Your Energies on Monday. Yes, we're here at a different time. We're going to be moving our broadcasts a little bit earlier for the next couple of weeks. So I hope you are here for it. Today, we're going to continue our talk. If you don't know who I am before I just go and just start talking, I'm Lashley, your team lead from Primetime Homebuyers, the buyback team. Welcome. And what we do here on Mondays is we talk about the numerous ways that you can secure your energy. That's through educating yourself, that's through investing, that's through us looking at the economy, whatever the topic is about. It will vary on Monday, but it will most likely usually focus on real estate. Now, what I have been talking about most recently is scams. And I stated to you guys that I must have the face that I can be taken for a ride. On plenty of occasions, I talk to you guys about why I am so adamant about securing your energy. I have been taken on a ride plenty of times in my life, be it from lawyers, organizations, banking institutions, insurance places. And I always find it that I had to stand up for my rights. So learning these different, I call them skills to protect yourself. I like to share these things with you. Now, I said I happened to have been working the other day in the phone room, and it was anonymous. And now I never pick up, but I said, let me pick up today. And I picked up the phone, and the person said that they were part of the FBI and they was coming to get me. So we have that phone call recorded live for you today. I'm going to play it at the end of this broadcast so you guys can see that Lashley is not lying. Like literally, it's almost every other day some type of scam is popping up. So let's talk about another set of different scams, and these scams are related to online as well as phone fraud. And we do have a video where someone breaks down the Cash App fraud. Now, I was trying to figure that out. You want money? Give me your Cash App. And, you would think, okay, they can't take anything from me, but we're going to figure out in this video how they do it because the scammer told. They always telling. So our first video, we're just going to highlight an outlook of 2023 scams. And this is brought to you by KHOA OU News. Okay. Bear with me. I'm getting used to the day shift. Y'all know I'm a night person. I'm always here in the evening times. All right, let's watch this together, y'all. See what they got to say.
Well, you're tightening the belt this year and saving money, but there are a handful of growing scams that are designed to steal your money.
Tiffany Craig tells us what to watch out for this year.
You can't afford to lose any money. We know that. So make sure you don't fall for scams, starting with one on Facebook Marketplace. That scam is up nearly 185%. Wow. Sellers report losing products to scammers who send fake checks or other bogus payments, and buyers report sending real money and getting nothing back. A tip to avoid losing money: stay on the platform to pay so you're protected if things go south. Mm-hmm. The next one is the Zelle scam. It's up 86% on the digital payment platform. Victims are baited with fake rental listings or pets for sale. After they send money through the app, they get nothing. Avoid this scam by sending money only to people you know and trust. Third up is the tax IRS scam. The usual fake calls are still happening, but so are offers of fake tax debt relief. The person on the other end just needs a fee. Well, it's a scam. The IRS will never call and never ask for money. And the last scam is on the WhatsApp. Sextortion is one of the popular ways to get your money. You share intimate pictures and then you're blackmailed for money, or those images are posted. If you don't know the person, don't send them pictures you might regret later. We have more scams and tips to avoid becoming a victim on this story at khou.com.
Introducing Astapro Allergy.
That was new to me, that last one, because I have that app and I use it for businesses only. The What's Up app, and we will go into it just a little bit because it's funny because they be having a lot of schemes, like love schemes as well. Okay, love schemes where you'll meet people on these online platforms and people fall deeply in love with them and they lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was just watching something like that the other day and I was like, wow. And then I heard of a story where someone thought they was married to Chris Brown. Well, they was getting married to Chris Brown. People, one of the first things we have to do before we even go over any of this is stop trying to be gullible. Now, I understand we want to have hope in people, hope in things, but sometimes being pessimistic will actually save your life. I think I've been like that all my life, so it avoid me. Even though it's something, they must have a profile. Like just call her, just try her. She's nice. You're not gonna get me. So the first thing is not wanting to be scammed, and that is questioning everything. There's nothing wrong with questioning things. Now, one of the most important things that I always talk about, especially as business investors, like for instance, I go on Fiverr, and on Fiverr, you have some people who will want you to come off the platform and pay them. They're like, set up a contract with me off the platform. And the first thing you do is say no. When you go on these third-party platforms, as example, what they use, Facebook marketplace as well, always pay where you can get your money back, where there's a third party buffer. Never go off if they want you to call them. And my thing is why you just can't pay through the platform. Okay, so the Zelle, remember, Zelle is like cash. It's just like Cash App. It doesn't matter. Once you send it, is usually Zelle is connected straight to your bank account and it's not coming back. So you want to make sure you put the right numbers in there as well. I'm really funny about Zelle. I use it seldomly. But I know you make sure you put that right number, because if it goes to the wrong place, you're done. Okay. Now, the other one they were talking about is the IRS. They used to scare people like, I am the IRS. I told you you gonna listen to the phone call where he said that he was part of the FBI. And I was like, he gonna tell you, he said that you involved in sex trafficking. He said some crazy stuff that he said with my name. And you just try to scare me. I said, this person must follow my platform, see what I talk about, and really think that I'm slow. Okay. Now, that the sex thing. Now, I'm gonna just be honest. Maybe because I'm more modest, I don't see why people send these type of photos to people they're not married to. Even if you're married, my thing is, come on home, baby. We could be right together in person, because you never know what a person's mindset is today versus tomorrow. Things change. And I mean, maybe it's just because I'm not really like that type of person. I don't think it's a good idea for you to record yourself in any type of sexual position or showing your body and send it to people online. I don't care if that's your boyfriend. Tell him, come on over. That's your girl. Come on over, okay? You'll find yourself in a bad situation. So that's some of the things that we want to start off by highlighting, the basics. But also with Zelle, I thought you would be more protected with Zelle, that they'll actually have a way of troubleshooting things like that. But obviously, Zelle is like cash. So please be wary. Okay, let's move on into our next video, where we're going to highlight, some scammers are using familiar phone numbers to steal information. Let's see how this works, because I'm going to be up on all the scams. I'm not about to play with these people, because they always trying to do something new on me. New.
It's called spoofing. Telemarketers calling from a number that looks a lot like yours, same area code, and even the same first few digits, trying to get your personal information, promising free cruises and warranties. And now scammers are doing it too.
Criminals realize that you're more apt to answer your phone if they call from an area code that you're in. And even more crazy, they can actually make the call look like it's coming from somebody you already know.
They can actually mimic somebody's phone number now.
Absolutely. So, for example, I can call somebody and make it look like you're calling them.
You said you will be able to call my producer, Giovanna, who's actually just off camera right over there. Hi, Giovanna. You can call her from your phone,
Yes,
posing as me.
absolutely.
We aren't showing you how he does it, but seconds later,
There it is. It says Jeff Rossen work. It's your picture. This is literally what happens when you call me. I would see this and 100% think it was you.
that is crazy. And by the way, everybody, this is my phone.
Yeah.
We called from your phone, not mine. Then he ramps it up, showing us what a real criminal would do, and calls my mom as me, again from his phone.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Mom, real quick, I need your social security number and thoughts and beneficiary forms. Can you help me out real quick?
What?
I've got this beneficiary form. I just need to fill it out. What's your social security number real fast?
Yeah.
Great. Thanks a lot, Mom. Love you.
Yeah. Look, that was his mama. That sounded a little bit how my call went, but I had to blink it out, y'all. So I don't feel bad. I had to do the blinkety blink out because I didn't want y'all to think that I was that mean, but I had to tell them about it. So.
And now you have it.
That's it. I've got a social security number.
Think it can't happen to you? Even the chairman of the FCC has been spoofed. What is the FCC doing now to stop this, to protect me?
A few different things. Number one, we are empowering phone companies to block robocalls that appear to be spoofed with no legitimate purpose. Number two, we are taking aggressive action against robocallers. And number three, we're working with the industry to develop more technological solutions.
In the meantime, experts say apps like Mr. Number and Truecaller can help, alerting you to spoofed calls. But the best advice, never give personal information over the phone unless you made the call yourself. That wasn't even from my phone. He was just posing as me.
You're kidding.
Because you never know who's on the other end. Jeff Rossen, NBC News, San Diego.
My thing is, first and foremost, that wasn't really a great example because he didn't sound like the other guy. Now they have even more advanced where they can mimic people's voices. And that's why people are getting a little leery about this AI, thinking to the left, because this is what can happen. They can record someone's voice, and then take that recording and use that and create other sound effects or whatever they want to say and call someone. And I showed that on one of my platforms where they had AI call acting like they were a girl being kidnapped. And the mother, basically, was freaking out and she tried to give the money up for her daughter who she thought was kidnapped because they actually had the voice. So, that's a little advanced, but I just want to give you a heads up. Also, that is good what they were telling you. You can use some apps to actually block the robocalls. I have a regular Android. I'm going to be honest. One of my phones is an Android, and Android actually has that feature. I don't know how, but it's probably setting in the settings. But I know it's usually it'll say a potential scam, or they automatically block the number. So ask your phone company or your phone provider, like the phone company who actually made your phone, the manufacturer, to see if they have that feature where you can do it straight from your phone. The only thing I will say is sometimes it'll block out numbers that you want to talk to, especially if you have some business going on, it may block it. What else he was saying that I have found interesting? Oh, when they call you from your own area code, that happens to me a lot too. The crazy thing is that I still have my Jersey area code. So when they call, I know it's spoof because I'm like, nobody calling me that's not programmed from Jersey because I'm not out there. So I'll just give you a heads up. That is true as far as them using numbers that's similar to yours and in your area code. All right. Now let's get into this. This is another scam, and they were scaring people with this. You owe us money. Cartel text scam. Okay. They scare some of these people. I'll be like, baby, you better come and get me because I'm not giving you nothing. They be like, oh, Lord, she's a hard head.
Two medical examiners had very different opinions. One thought.
I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is first because I'm not sure. Hold on. I think the wrong video came up. There we go.
Show to you. Plus, the information that scammers have is personal.
Super terrifying.
Listen.
Plus, the information that scammers have is personal.
Super terrifying.
Terrifying text messages is what woke Raleigh resident Logan up at 1 a.m.
Started off with my name, my address.
And then the texts got threatening.
You owe us money for wasting the cartel's time of $1,500. This is what happens to people who waste the cartel's time and money. And then showed a few pictures.
The picture's too bloody and graphic to show. A decapitated man with his hands cut off. After the pictures, Logan immediately got more text messages.
If you want to get your family involved in this and not pay, this is what will happen to your family members. Some more pictures, and then sent kind of the list of my family members. And, you know, we have their addresses. We have your address. My men are sitting outside your house.
Logan blocked the number and he called police, who confirmed this is a new scam hitting the area.
They've been getting about 50 calls a week on this.
And the scam not only hitting the Triangle, but also consumers around the country reporting the scam to authorities as scammers trying to use fear to get their targets to pay up.
It's enough to scare you.
Now, thankfully, Logan didn't lose any money, but you need to be on guard, as not only do scammers text, but they also call and send emails. They always want payment either with gift cards, prepaid debit cards, or they want you to wire the money. No matter what, if you get one of these threatening calls or texts or emails, do not respond. Instead, call police.
Country reporting the scam to.
Okay, so I wanted to highlight this one because this one is a little bit scary, especially when they're literally giving you a list of your family's phone numbers. I'm trying to get a good picture. And then they start sending you things like this, talking about I'm outside of your family house and things like that. It can be scary. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a rebel. I don't even understand why they think I'm so nice, because if they would have texted me that, I would have been like, so then you're not gonna get any money from us because we broke. Look, and then you're gonna be going to jail. So you're gonna be killing a broke family. Choose somebody else. They would have been like, oh my God, you're gonna waste your time here. You know, you gonna play with me, I'm gonna play with you. Honestly, that would have been my response. I mean, maybe it wouldn't have been the best response. Don't respond how Lashley would respond, but I don't care. I'm not really fearful. I'll be like, whatever God plan is for us, He's gonna get us. And if you think you about to want to come and get us, show me what you're working with. Okay. So now I want to get into this video that I found with how the Cash App scam actually work in detail. This is a lady. She was showing. I think she was showing us because she know how to do it. Okay, how she know how to do it? Let's see. Okay, so here we go. She's kind of talking a lot.
What she's basically trying to do is develop trust with.
Hold on. Let's start.
So right
here we go. Stop from the beginning. Did she really? Because she was talking a lot. This is a 6-minute video. I'm trying to get to it.
I had this person that I met on Instagram, and she basically just added me out of nowhere, which is kind of weird because I mean, I have my profile really low key and everything. I have no reason. I don't even have 1,000 followers. I don't really like people following me, honestly. I just try to keep it low key. But anyway, she added me out of nowhere, and of course, the stuff that she had on her profile was stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I, accepted her follow, I started seeing all this. Bills due, low on cash, DM us if you need help making money. You dumb if you know you dumb if you know you broke and still not trying to make no money. Stop playing and make some money for it. So you can kind of tell. You already know they built their whole entire page around this stuff, but it's a scam.
Come on, let's get
all of these things right here can easily be faked. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and explain. So she DM'd me and said, you have Cash App. I was like, yes. You want to make some money? And I was like, what I got to do? So right here, these are your investments. You give them $25. Supposedly, she's going to give you $250 back. You put in $45. She's going to give you $450 back, and so on and so on. Now, the thing people don't really understand is how it really works. So let's say I give her $25, right? What she's basically trying to do is develop trust with you. So she might start off slow unless she really is looking to get $250 quickly, which she could do that, but most of the time I think they want a bigger amount, so they're going to go slowly. So you give her 25, she'll give you $50 back, right? Because it's not as much of a risk for her to develop trust within you. So then it's like, okay.
Wait, first and foremost, if I give you 25 and you said my 25 was supposed to give 250, maybe I'm a stickler. I'll be like, you scared me. Where the rest of my money at? I'm not gonna be happy with that. Maybe it's me. If you say something, I want it. So first and foremost, the whole page looked as stupid and ignorant what she was saying. So that's what I was saying. Some people want to be scammed. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the video. You could clearly look at this, right? Yo, you dumb if you want to be broke. Oh my God. Okay, come on. We have to have more common sense. So like I said, $50 ain't 250. You already scammed me. I'm blocking you after that.
You have proof that this works. So she's like, okay, send me back the 50 and now I'll give you 100. So you give her 50 back and then she gives you 100 back, right? Once again, she's not putting that much money up. But as you slowly go into it, let's say you get to the point where you give her $250, right? Now she could walk away with the $250 and she still scammed you. But check this out. She's not, the smart way that they're going to scam you is they're going to wait. So she's going to send you back $500. And a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh, well, that doesn't make any sense because she's giving you all this money and she's going to lose money because you only gave her $25 at first and this and she's going to lose $500. You could easily scam her. But here's the thing. They know that people want to make money. They know that. So they know how you are. They most likely know that you're broke and you're like, oh, wait, if I keep doing this, because you've done developed trust within her, they're like, if I keep doing this, she's going to send me more money. So you're most likely, the average person is not going to realize this and they're going to keep sending her the money.
So it's like gambling. They get you into it. They lure you in, then they get that epinephrine going. You like, oh, whoa, I could win. And that's what happened with this one.
So now you're like, cool, I know I trust her. I'm going to give her $500. This time, she's going to give you $1,000 back.
If it go down.
Then, she's going to be like, oh, hey, I need some extra money myself. Let's flip some more money. So you send her $1,000. She's going to send you $1,500 back. Then you send her $1,500. She's going to send you $2,000 back. Now here is where she's going to get you, because after this point, she can either take the $2,000 and just walk away completely, or she can keep going on with it and get more money from you. But after the point of her getting $2,000, she's most likely just going to walk away because that's such.
My thing is, the only thing that she's not explaining properly is that unless you put more money in, okay, so if you ain't got no money in your bank account and somebody, I'm not telling you to do this because people are like, oh, I think I could beat her. They got you, let's say like the $25 and then she give you 50. And then from that 50 that you get back, if you be like, oh, wait, I'm about to give her 250. You already did what she wanted you to do. Okay. That's where the money comes into. You see what I'm saying? And it don't become their money. But what she's showing you is the psychological approach to it. That's probably why she's going in sequence, because if the way she's going, like once you go from like 50, she give you 100 back, and then you give her the 100 back, and then she give you it's still her money. Until you put that extra in, that's where you're gonna get in trouble. But I'm not telling y'all to do this. Don't even get caught in this. But let's just finish her thing, her explanation.
Such a big amount of money and she probably doesn't want to take the risk anymore. But that's basically how it works. They develop trust within you and then they easily can walk away with your money, with all of that money. When in reality, I mean, she's half the time you're just sending your own money back and forth. So
if you exceed, okay, you heard what I said, but don't even play with them, please. I'm not telling you this scam so you could make it work for you, but I had to think like, wait a minute, that don't make any sense. Even on the scamming side, you about to lose your job, because I'll get to a point if I did it and I sent you 25, you sent me 50, then I sent you that 50 back and you sent me 100. I'm only sending you the 100 back. Then you send me 200. And then they be like, up the ante. And I'll be like, no, thank you. Then I got the $200. I'm just playing. Don't do that. I'm just playing. Okay. Y'all know I go to the left. You ain't gonna out scheme me. I'm a outplay you, outplay chess. I don't want to be scheming you, but baby, don't come to Lashley. Now let's get to this article, 10 most common phone scams to look out for. We're just gonna go through that, and I think I have one more video, and then you're gonna listen to my scam, how they try to scam me, talking about some girl, the FBI coming for you. They know what I post about, so they thought they was gonna scam me. I was like, baby, too late. Okay, now let's get to it. 10 most common phone scams to look out for. If you get one of these suspicious calls, it may be a crook on the other end. Okay. So threatening phone calls from the IRS, we talked about, technical support calls, or the technical support pop-ups on your computer. I gave you an example of a real life story. I told you they come for me all the time. Literally, as soon as my pop-up thing had expired that I paid for the protection, the Norton protection, I promise you, a big thing said pop. It says, don't close your screen. If you close your screen, you will lose all your stuff. Call us so we can fix this. We're Microsoft. Scam. So please, I just clicked off and went through. I was like, you done picked the wrong person. Fake charity appeals. Yep, a lot of people call and be like, hey, I get those on my home phone where they be like, hey, well, we're calling from your local fire department and we're trying to raise money. And I don't mean to be mean. I just click. I'm like, I don't like them. Click. I just let me stop. I do. I hang up, but I do donate. I donate to St. Jude. The reason why I do St. Jude, you don't got to do that, but I have seen them in action. They have a lot of things for cancer patients. Cancer patients, free lab support. They did a lot of free lab support during COVID. They have a lot of organizations. I like St. Jude. So I just had to say, I do donate. Okay. But when they call me on my phone, I'm like, this is the local fire department, or this is the Veterans Association. I'm sorry. Click. Okay. Now, lottery scams. I don't know how that works, but we're going to probably figure that out on another day. Hold up. Maybe they got it down here. We'll go down and we can talk about the lottery scam. What else they said? Because I don't know how lottery family members in parallel, what we just showed you, where they said somebody's kidnapped, about to die, or they threatening them. Bank fraud call. They'll call you and say that your car has been compromised. They need the card number. Insurance, healthcare, and debt scams. Those as well. Sometimes when you get those consolidations and they be like, they want to consolidate your debt, they're calling you, and then you start giving them all your information, you're done. If you want to consolidate, go over to you find the person. Don't let them find you. Okay. Just a heads up. Okay. Website password requests. I would assume they come through phishing emails. Also, you know how they do intercepting emails too. So just be careful. It's a shame, but we already had heard about the story where they wait to the last hour of the real estate deal, and the scam artists will be monitoring the emails back and forth, and then they will send the home buyer a wiring instruction, like in the middle of the night, and they wake up and wire for their deposit for the home, and it ends up being a scammer. So they do have ways to phish emails really, really good. Okay. Fake customer requests. That's what happens if you're a business owner. I'm going to be honest. I have had people who have joined my email list that I just knew was fake, and maybe they wanted to market to me. It more happened to market to me, but then I had told you what was happening with my website, where I had allegedly somebody from Pakistan trying to hack our primetime home buyer school. It's been an ordeal. I'm praying that he forgot about it. But you know what? At the end of the day, I said God gonna shut down his computer and it's gonna catch on fire, bothering our stuff. And other urgent requests. So hold on, I want to see if what they were talking about specifically about the lottery scam. They give you a fake lottery scam. If you get a call saying you have been randomly selected to win a foreign lottery, don't believe it. These calls are fake, and the tip off is the caller will say you need to pay taxes or other government fees in order to collect the winnings. Okay, why am I paying for something I have won? Pay attention. So okay, let me see if there's anything that because these are going into detail. So the bank fraud call. Sometimes crooks will pretend to be the good guy. They may call and say that they are alerting the customer about potential frauds of their bank account. As I told you, then you'll be giving them all your account number, passwords, and stuff like that. Insurance, healthcare, and debt schemes. So I gave you an example, but let's listen to this one. A number of very similar phone scams involve fraudsters trying to sell auto warranties, offer debt consolidation, because I know about that, or confirm health insurance information. What the hell are they gonna do with your health insurance information? I'll be like, I ain't got health insurance. They were like, we reporting to the state. Oh, well, look, okay. It's best not to buy anything over the phone unless you have initiated the phone call. Also be aware that debt consolidation offers and people posing as health insurance representative may be phishing for information that can be used for identity theft. And with the IRS, Medicare isn't going to call you. So I guess they've been having the same thing talking about we are the IRS and no, they say they're the IRS, and I guess they're saying they're posing as Medicare. And those are probably getting older people, you know, like, hey, you got a bill, your Medicaid number is this and this, that, and the third, and you have to pay or we're going to shut your insurance down. And you had them old people ain't got no money, fixed income, getting like, yeah, okay, and give them their money. So be aware too. Tell your older people of the family, you know, just don't pick up the phone unless you know the number. So website password request. Scammers may scammers may be after access to your online account. They call under a number and present such as provided technical support or following up on a suspected fraud, and then ask for your password to verify your identity. You never should be asked for disclosure a website password over the phone. So allow me to say, how did they do that? Like, okay, you said scammers may be after accessing your online website. Okay, yeah, they call under a number the pretense such as providing technical support. That doesn't make sense. I had to reread it because you know why it doesn't make sense? Because if I ain't having no technical issue, how did they know you was having technical issues logging in? That's advanced. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If I'm not like doing anything online and they randomly call me, how does that work? Is they that good? That's why I had to reread it, because I said, wait. Okay. And fake customer requests. Now I gave you an example. Let me see what they say, and we're going to move on. It isn't just individuals who receive scam phone calls. This can be a problem for small businesses too. I'm a lucky girl. Every company should educate its employees on potential scams and proper safeguards they should take for their jobs and standing on the watch over. Okay. As his firm, Witt says scammers will call posing as customers. They typically have some sort of emergency that needs to be addressed immediately. The bottom line is that they need money wired somewhere. He says employees need to be trained to confirm a person's identity in these situations. Oh, like maybe like you got a bill due? You know, because they told us about that, like they'll fish and say, you know, to access our patient accounts and stuff. But maybe if you work in like accounts payable, they'll call you and like, you got a bill due. All right, so my accounts payable, please be careful about that. All right, so I think that was a good article. This article was brought to you by US.News, and this was actually in 2019. They've been scamming for a long time. All right. Now, what are phone porting scams, and is there anything you can do about it? Let's just watch this last video, and then we're gonna go into. I keep talking about we're gonna go into mine. I just got so many more good articles. I'm telling you, because I want to finish off this scam part. Okay, because next to Monday we're gonna do how to detect scam contracts. You know, we were talking about contracts and setting up real estate contracts and being honorable, contract law. But now I want you guys to to see when a contract is fraudulent. So we're going to go into that next Monday. Okay. Well, the Monday coming up. So let's get into this. I always got a lot of resources. I'm trying to keep the broadcast under an hour, so we're doing really good. We're doing great. I hope you guys are having a great Monday, and thank you for being with Lashley today at 2:00. Y'all know I'm always going on later, but we taking daytime over. Let's just watch this together, y'all. This is in Australia. This is the phishing. This is the email theft. So they tricked into the victim into providing information such as passwords. So how to spot them? They're showing you. Okay, check sender's address for inconsistency. Yes. Check difference in branding that may not be copied to look official. Yes. Ensure your name is listed on and not generic reading. Right. Check links in the emails or official website. Yes, you can, but sometimes when you check them them links, they take you to somewhere going to give you a virus. So don't click that, because that's what I learned from us in the healthcare. They said, don't click nothing, because it has shut down everything. So don't click nothing. Don't be too nosy. Basically, right here, if you see the security in your bank.com, and then it's not your bank name, or it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, or something just not matching up, and as they talk with the brand, pay attention to that. Don't click. How to spot phishing in text. So this is text. They do this. I block them. Suspicious message out of the blue. That's what I said. If you're not on a computer, how are they gonna talk about you having technical support? Give me your password now. You looking to be scammed. Poor spelling, no grammar. Now, I will go with that, but guys, I'm going to just tell y'all, I'm not the best speller in the world. My grammar is not the best. So, yes or no, because I will never scam you. But yeah, I can understand. I can see how people can look at that like that. Don't be mad at me. That don't mean I'm not smart. I'll be working on it. But if I hurry up and send something and it's just talk text, you're going to get it just talk text. And talk text sometimes don't have periods and stuff like that, okay? So don't just be leery of them, okay? I'm honest. Links to update or to confirm details. Investment scams. Let's look into that. This is Australia, but they do this all around the world. The scams attempt to take money from the investor. How to spot an investment scam. Be wary of the scammers claiming to be a stockbroker offering financial advice. Look out for words such as risk-free, get rich quick. Yes, that's why. Yes, I'm just gonna be honest. I had a student I did a consultation with, and I'm bringing this up because I was like, sir. He was like, so I'm so excited about the program. I was like, yes, me too. He's like, you're making me more excited. He said, but can I be a millionaire off of this? I was like, sir, you probably can make a lot of money over time, but not overnight. I can't promise you what you're gonna make. It's based on what you're gonna do. I'm just gonna give you the skills. But any type of person that's gonna tell you you're gonna get rich for taking their program, taking their stuff, that's a damn lie. I'm just gonna be honest, because nothing works the same, and that's not what we promise you at Primetime Home Buyers. When you go to school, you really not promised a job. You got the skills. You got to go put in that extra work to get the work done and get into the field. That's what Primetime Home Buyers do. We give you the skills like a school. It's a tax lien school. I just wanted to kind of throw that in there. Okay. All right. So avoid being pressured to give personal information. Yes. Don't be pressured, and don't be afraid to say no. I may look nice, but y'all gonna get this fire from me to learn how to say no. Just say no. It'll feel uncomfortable at first, but then you just gotta do it because you're like, this don't go, this not right. And then you build up that no muscle, that questioning muscle. You're gonna stop and think before being so nice. There's nothing wrong with being nice and doing things for people, but it is something wrong with being taken advantage of. And I'm gonna tell you, I have been taken advantage of a lot of times in my life. Okay, so I really had to think about it. Is it people or do they see sucker in me? So I had to change the way I approach things. I'm just being honest because they like, oh yeah, we could get her. You ain't getting me today. The business is registered with the Better Business Bureau. I guess this is Australia, but you want to look for the business on the Better Business Bureau, as well as if they're in a certain state, you could go in and see if they're registered with the state. Because the Better Business Bureau is not a state entity. And as a business, you can choose to actually register with Better Business Bureau. Because I had to get registered with Better Business Bureau. You know why? Because as I was starting to reach, I kept, every so often I run my name, Primetime Home Buyers, to see what come up. Because people steal your stuff. Now, as I went in, it was like Primetime Home Buyers, and it had some registry expired. And I was like, what the heck? And then I went in Better Business, and it had a name. It was a Thomas something, and it was literally my business. It was our business, Primetime Home Buyers. So I had to contact the Better Business Bureau and say, hey, that's not me. Here is the proof of who I am. Here's my registration. Here's my tax ID number. This is how long I've been in business. And I had to clear that up. So I just want to give you a heads up. Better Business Bureau is not a government entity. Businesses choose to be on their platform. And most likely credible business choose to be on their platform. Young people are becoming more susceptible to scams. I believe that. No offense, they're a little slow. That's our fault, older people. I just hit us both. The young people a little bit slow. And us, we're not paying attention to their growth and what they need to know. I know this not the platform for just some of the stuff I talk about. I'm really funny because I homeschool my kids and I had noticed a deficit. And even after me homeschooling, it's still things that they still need to know because as a teenager and going into adulthood, you definitely don't think the way you think as you do now. When I was coming out of high school, I wasn't thinking about managing a bank account, getting good credit, none of that. As time went on, I started thinking about that. So how did that happen? It was because I started thinking about it, but it would have been better if my mama started talking to me about that earlier. So that's what you guys need to do as well, because young people are becoming more susceptible to scams because I think they don't have knowledge. They don't know how things work. That's how my son actually got scammed by his best friend. I'm gonna be honest, they're not friends no more. They was friends for 6 years. And I guess he saw the gullibleness in my son. He got a little bit of me, but my son is not gullible, strong. Okay, I told him, don't you be too nice. But he a good-hearted person. So the friend basically told him, like, yeah, you could basically deposit this money in your account and you can get money. Now, my son should have knew the shit was suspect too, because I was like, come on. But then the way the end of the situation ended up, I had to believe that my son had some form of being naive to the process of how bank accounts work and where money come from a check. I was like, where do you think it's gonna come from? The air? He like, no, from another account. Well, who made the money to put into that account? And then he got quiet, like, oh, I didn't think about that. I said, that's what okay. So what ended up happening at the end, him and his friend broke the friendship off with his friend because he was really hurt. Because he got in trouble by me because it was actually a shared account. And then he really got on his friend, like, yo, I didn't know, like, you really, really set me up. So be careful, guys. Young people are being more susceptible, and it's not only because some of them have deceitful hearts, it's some of them are very naive. Okay, and I had to take some blame for that because I mean, he was only 17 at the time, so you know, I had a bank account from him, but I didn't know I had to tell him specifically. You gotta put money in the bank account for it to work. Like, you gotta earn it. I don't know what was missing. Something was missing. All right. Social media ads and using video games. Features of scams and ads and games. Dodge Apps online store website usually payment methods like gift cards or cryptocurrency. Women or personal image being held for ransom, offering achievements or items in games for money. This is a big deal right here because I'm telling you, them kids don't know no better when they playing these video games. And then if they in those groups, like, okay, it's already a problem when you have those kids that, well, and parents, because I know somebody in my family who had their Apple Pay. I don't do Apple Pay, set up to whatever. Okay. And my nephew went in and ordered like $500 worth of Roblox stuff. I said, why was your Apple Pay there? No. He did it twice. What's wrong with you? But what that goes to say, just as easy as for him to have been tempted to do all of that. What if it was one of them people in the group was like, yo, I can get you cheat codes. I can get you this. Give me this. Just send me the credit card information. Go look at your account and do this. It's that simple. So parents, stop putting all y'all stuff up there for easy pay. Yeah, you see me got the, I'm not really into this. I'm not into this swipe hand thing. Yeah, swipe hand thing. I'm not into this swipe phone thing. Please be careful, y'all. That's one of the main ways that your identity could be taken. Okay? Because one more part. Disasters has health scammers disguised as charity. You remember that? I told you something about this is the fire department. This is VI. I'm like, baby, the veterans, y'all better go to the government and go get your money. No, I'm just playing. But you know, I understand what's going on with them. But that's what I tell the scammers when they call. Features with a charity scam, unfamiliar names, websites that don't match. Look at that. Individual fundraisers online with no clear destination or for donation. Pressure or guilt tactics. Workers cannot provide identity to the person. Well, listen, I know a guy. Well, I don't know a guy. I was watching a video. I was watching something. Basically, he had worked for a charity for a week or a month or so, and he liked it, but then he ended up losing the job, but he kept the stuff, and he was going around collecting money based on the charity scam. Got thousands of dollars. Here we go. You received a new message regarding the COVID-19 safety line system and when to get tested in your geographical area. I would have not fell for that because I'm like, I ain't nobody sticking nothing in my nose. I ain't like that. Y'all, I know y'all getting to know last year on Mondays. Y'all like, she is a rebel. Baby, you not doing that to me. I got a COVID test one time because I had to because I was a COVID nurse. And this stupid place wanted to stick it up our nose. That thing almost bust my eyeball out. I was so mad at that nurse. Okay, y'all, I got sidetracked. That just made me have a flashback. I was like, girl, if me and you wasn't in the same profession, I'll tell you, meet me outside. Just playing. So if you feel like you have been scammed, contact your financial institution, yes, and report the scam to the ACC. Report it to the Federal Trade Commission. We're not in Australia, but if you're in Australia, report it to the ACC. In America, Federal Trade Commission, okay? So I hope that was helpful for you. I try to keep our news, like, you know, international, open to everybody so we all can learn. And now we're going to get to our last video. Y'all going to hear Lashley and the scammer, okay? Yep. Y'all going to hear Lashley. They called me on the Tuesday. They called me on that Tuesday right after I made that scam. And they still be trying to call me. Those flockers. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. They so stupid. I'm like, come on. This time I had to play with them. Usually I don't even pick. They waste 8 minutes on my life. Okay. 8 minutes of my life. I'm sorry. Okay. Y'all hear me talking? I'm about to get it on the screen. I said, baby. We just gonna play it. I didn't make a video. Like I didn't make, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't make it really nice. So y'all gonna listen, okay? I just recorded it. What did you say, sir? I missed what you said. I had music playing in the background. Let me turn it off. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Drug trafficking and money laundering through criminal activity registered under your name and under your social in the Southward of Chester, Paso.
Okay. You said I missed the first part of what you drug trafficking and money laundering, girl.
This is first time we are calling your phone number. There's a reason you don't know what is the purpose of the call and why we are calling the number. So right now you're from Georgia, right?
No, I'm not from Georgia. He tells my address in this thing. What are you calling me for? But I blocked it out, y'all.
I already told you 2 times.
Okay, so wait. Okay, you said that is, hold on. You said that is money laundering connected to my social security number.
Somebody else trying to misuse your personal information, some illegal and criminal activity in the southward of Jackson and Paso.
How you know it ain't me though?
And money laundering to criminal activity that is under your both are criminal activities under your name. So that's the reason we have got an order to suspend your social and issue a federal arrest warrant against you. Are you aware of the situation?
Okay, so wait, wait. Did you hear what he said before I go in? He said we suspended your social and we issued a federal warrant. Listen to what these people said to me. The FBI was just at my house yesterday. This is my response.
Issue a federal arrest warrant against you. Are you aware of the situation?
Oh yes, I am aware of the situation. Actually, the FBI was just at my house yesterday. They kicked in my door because I'm the biggest drug dealer in Georgia. Technically, yeah. Technically, as a registered nurse, I am a distributor of drugs. So I wasn't lying. There you go. I'm aware. I'm aware. So what are you called to be? You about to be my lawyer?
We are taking your information from FBI headquarters and after that we are directly calling your phone number. And this is recorded on money line. We don't record any of your money, your bank account number, debit card number, credit card number, any personal information because it's not a scam. So first of all, you do have a piece of paper and pen.
No, I already told you. Are you about to wait? Are you about to be my lawyer? I told you the feds kicked in my door yesterday already about this. I already know this is happening. So what do you want to do for me? You about to help me? You about to be my lawyer? Because I think I need a lawyer.
You have any case ID number and you have to side number.
No, they just, I'm black. So they just kicked in the door, look. He could have did better with the name, y'all. He could have did better. Social Security. Listen to the name. Department of Social Security. He laughing. It's not funny. This is serious. I told you the FBI kicked down my door yesterday. I don't got any equipment. I see the bank account. And I get a phone call from you, and you're going to give me the information that they didn't give me yesterday after they kicked my butt as a girl. I'm a girl, black. So then you call me and you laughing. This is not funny. So what do you call me to do? What do you mean? Are you going to be my lawyer?
Would you like to learn a brand new and innovative way to invest your extra money that has a low barrier to entry and low competition? What if I told you that it is a guaranteed method to get up to 18 to 20% return on your investment? Tax lien and deed purchasing is the Would you like to learn a brand new and innovative way to invest your extra money that has a low barrier to entry and low competition? What if I told you that it is a guaranteed method to get up to 18 to 20% return on your investment? Tax lien and deed purchasing is the only way to get into the real estate market through the back door.
The real estate market often seems like a distant world where only an elite of experts is successful. In a time of so much uncertainty in the air and bad news, realist investing can seem intimidating. But today, I want to tell you that if you make the right decision today, you can enter the real estate market from the back door. Bad credit record? No credit at all? Do you dread the idea of having a home loan? Do you dream of owning investment properties? You are in the right place and right time, because we have created a program which is a tax lien and deed investment online course of only 14 hours. This course is specially designed for people like you who have big dreams. You will learn at your own pace and every